What they don't tell you at widow school, you had come to understand, was the way you age. You meet and fall in love with someone when you're 18, and the two of you are still together when you're one day older, and then another day older, until all the days of 28 years have gone by. So there's a part of you that sees yourself through their eyes, a part of you that is still 18. And when they die, when that connection is lost, you start to see what other people see instead. Kate gazed at this middle-aged woman, almost a stranger, a cruel sort of time travel, but in her mind it seemed just. Luke was gone, and he had taken her innocence with him. Fair enough. What did Kate Marsden need of innocence? She inspected the diaspora of the makeup that she applied 5 days ago. Why the hell was she wearing makeup anyway? She remembered with a shudder. Her mother had made one of her regal visits, and Kate thought she ought to make some kind of effort. The eyeliner had spread south, as if to find a new life away from the war zone. Her hair was a tangle of neglect. With attention, it could be coaxed into a wavy stream of dark brown falling just short of her shoulders. Now it sat defiantly on the top of her head, like a mad hat. She thought of looking for a hairbrush, but the idea nearly sent her back to bed. Now check the memory stick. In the kitchen. Oh yeah, that piece. It was a 3-bedroom terraced house in Clapham, too big for a couple with no children, but reasonable given Kate's age and salary. Or her former salary. She had been fired yesterday afternoon. Charles, she said as she sat on the loo. Tentatively she encouraged her colon. Come on then, Charles. She waited for the usual all-or-nothing verdict. The shitquake or the turd fast. Nothing then. What was this day for? It was hardly surprising. It wasn't like she'd eaten anything. She was about to haul up her knickers and jeans, but decided they were such a disgrace that she just took them off and left them on the floor. There was no point putting them in a laundry basket, since the distinction between special places for dirty clothes and the rest of the house had evaporated. The effort of reaching down to get the fabric past her heels almost made her throw up. So she stood and leaned on the sink to get her breath back. She washed her hands with what was left of the Kotar soap she had found in the bathroom cabinet a few days after the funeral. Not a favourite of hers, but Luke had used it occasionally when the nights drew in and it got a flare of eczema. The thin bar reluctantly foamed. She spent a long time rinsing under the cold tap, mesmerised by the splashing water. Who asked you to dance then? She asked with a tenderness that surprised her. She looked up to find the scary-looking woman again. Her cobalt eyes still flickered with life, having somehow missed the memo that everything else was closing down. She kept her own eye contact as she found the tap and strangled the flow. From this angle she looked fully dressed, but she didn't care anyway. She snorted a mirthless laugh at the idea that personal modesty could ever be an issue in a house as implacably empty as this. The jumper came down past her hips, and she expected no company.